Merrick Garland says, white supremacy is the biggest problem this country faces and the most danger this country faces. And everyone laughs at him. Yeah. And then he goes out and finds it. So then he goes and arrests parents at Virginia school board meetings, right? So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Pause for a second. Adam Carolla calls this whole thing a self-fulfilling prophecy carried out by Merrick Garland, current Attorney General of the United States. So let's talk about how these white supremacists and neo-Nazis are the #1 homegrown terror group in the United States that apparently Adam Carolla denies. He has more on this conspiracy, but first I want to break up this first BS line that he's got, because this is from Politico. DHS draft document. White supremacists are greatest terror threat. That's from the DHS. I mean, last I heard, DHS doesn't stand for Merrick Garland, but still, it's Department of Homeland Security. And that's from Politico. And again, let's look at when this article was written. It was September 4th of 2020, about 2 months before Donald Trump lost that election that he still won't admit that he lost. So Merrick Garland, let's look at what the date that Merrick Garland got into office, at least after he was appointed Attorney General. Oh, look at that. It was March 11th of 2021. Odd how that's several months after Adam Carolla is then saying that Merrick Garland has set up this conspiracy theory about how he can come after Trump supporters by forcing them to then go out in the streets and be violent. Here, let's let him continue that stupid line of attack.
So they're going to turn Trump into a martyr. People are going to go out and protest. Somebody's going to do something stupid, and then they're going to fire up the DOJ, just like January 6th, but outside now, and snap into action. So they make proclamations, and then they need to find the crime, and then we'll find this. So certainly people are going to push back. Someone's going to do something stupid or not. CNN, MSNBC, the Yenses from The View, they're all going to blow it up into this, and then the stormtroopers come in.
So it does feel like the population is being pushed into a corner for a reason. I'm not just imagining that.
I feel like it's to get them to react so that the government can now swoop in and do a self-fulfilling prophecy, because everybody who reacts to this is going to be a white supremacist. And remember, we told you that white supremacy is the biggest problem this country faces.
Does this make any sense to you, Pascal? I'm trying to figure it out. So
Me too.
The white supremacists are going to be triggered to come into the streets and defend Donald Trump. After they do that, Merrick Garland has set this whole thing up because he needs to fulfill this prophecy of white supremacists being this largest terror group in the United States now. So they've put this whole plan of action together to indict Donald Trump. That's not Merrick Garland. That's actually up in New York with Alvin Bragg. Then after he's been indicted, these guys, as Carolla said, someone's going to do something stupid. What would that stupid thing be? Would that be violence that you're predicting may happen because of Donald Trump supporters? Then after they do it, they're going to go get arrested because this is the whole part of Merrick Garland and President Biden's plan. These are the things that these folks listen to. This is the fights that we're always having to have when these things happen.